got, 300 people fighting to get inland and get set up, and you're just beating the hell out of each other. That makes for good content, in my opinion. I mean, it's depending, obviously. But you got a lot of kids that are dropping racial slurs and stuff like that. But beside that, and that's just like the thing to do. Those kids do. I mean, not me. I'm just saying. But it's just one of those things. It's like you're showing a audience that this is this stage of the game to this stage of the game to this stage of the game. That's like my favorite thing about Rust is doing the fresh break-ins and going primitive to geared. And most times I don't even get good gear. Most times it's just me going back and forth with people, and I enjoy that. I totally enjoy the player interaction. So like the maps were my community, we burn, we roast each other all the time. Mm-hmm. So but it's all in fun, you know what I mean? Like we're a bunch of old grumpy guys that that's a lot of people don't get that. So that's the one thing I think, as far as like new followers come in and they're like, hey, blah blah this and that, like we have a bunch of boomers over here getting mad. I've been getting mad at video games since IntelliFlex. Like you guys probably weren't even born yet, but it was Pong. Right. And so then it went from that to like Intellivision, ColecoVision. I mean, I've been playing games since playing games. I'm first generation at this. I've been talking shit in video games since the very first days in the 70s. So it was like that never leaves, and you can't. It's always been kind of in a way a pitfall for me, because a lot of people want to see somebody that's positive and whatnot, but man, like I have issues in games. I'm usually yelling at the games. Like my biggest issue with Rust at the moment is the sound files. I'm hearing people that sound like they're in front of me, but they're actually behind me. Hey, do you guys think that the Xbox servers are going to enter, or no? When Rust comes out on console.
Yeah, if they're going to be cross-platform, that's something that we actually brought up on the very first episode, the very first podcast. We went over, is that something that's going to happen, whether it's going to be cross-platform.
I'll give you a rundown of the ideas if you want.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to reckon happen. This is actually what I said on the first podcast, and everyone agreed is most likely what's going to happen. So we reckon consoles going to have their own servers, like dedicated just to console only, being official servers, where they have aim assist available, and it will be able to detect whether you're using a mouse or keyboard to obviously alter the aim assist. Now, that's just so that obviously playing on console, you can't really do the AK recoil. Now, what we also reckon is there's going to be an option to do cross-platform, but to turn off aim assist. So that way, when you're playing on console, you're either going to have to play with the keyboard plugged in, or you're going to have to play with your controller, obviously at a disadvantage. That's what we're reckoning. Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be neat to have some of the cross-platform servers.
But even if they don't do cross-platform, I think that them bringing it to console is going to be awesome for streamers and content creators, because now we're going to have 2 to 3 times as many viewers watching Rust content, consuming Rust content. So that's huge. That's freaking awesome. So I am stoked about that. But they haven't announced a date yet, correct?
They haven't announced a date yet. So. They said it's just going to be in 2020. Someone spread a rumor saying it was going to be around February. I don't think it's actually going to be around February. Right now in experimental, they're testing out the circular map in Rust. Obviously, there's some glitches where when it goes down a hill, the road, like by circular map, by the way, guys, I'm talking about the road being a circle, a continuous loop.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pretty cool, not going to lie. The monuments are implemented throughout the road, but right now, nothing of it. I've just heard today in my chat before ending the stream that there's also might potentially be a new turret being added before they do the
yeah, dude.
So it's going to be a while.
A new
rocket turrets and stuff.
Now, rocket turret?
Yeah, you could put rockets in it.
I'm guessing that's for the integration of the cars. Have you seen the different cars? There's quite a few different types.
Well, they're modular.
It's going to be neat.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I don't think there's a specific...
I see it.
I don't think there's a specific type of car. I think it's just all modular parts that you kind of put together. Kind of like, I can't even remember what that one game is, but like CrossFit or Crossout or something like that. But you build a car, you like just throw parts together, make your own whatever, whether it's a van, a truck, a bus, whatever you want, and just beat the crap out of other cars. And
Doing drive-bys? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think it's legit.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, hey, what's up, player? West Side. You know what I'm saying? It's just forget about it. That how incredibly awesome is that going to be? It's going to be.
I can't wait. Me and the boys rolling up on our solo server, aka just myself as always, because we lonely as hell. Got no friends. You know what I'm saying? Rolling around in my single car, solo. Hell yeah, got the compound bow going, baby.
So they're not going to be. You're not going to be able to build by the road anymore, right? They're putting
you can't build on the road at all.
Right.
In the experimental version, you can't build on the road at all.
That makes sense. Yeah, you should be able to.
That's good. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah,
well, and I know that
it's going to be nuts.
One of the biggest purposes to making all the roads connect, like that they're trying to do, is so that Bradley can pursue the road.
No.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, Bradley's going to be roaming just like the heli, and I think that's going to be kind of interesting.
I heard that was a concept and that they might not actually do it because obviously it's going to be killing nakeds. They have said though that the reason why they wanted to do the circular road is because it wasn't realistic having a road go off onto a dead end which ends at a supermarket or at a mining outpost.
Mm-hmm.
They want it to be a continuous loop where all the road will have each individual part like the gas station. It makes sense because you'll drive in, you drive out, but it doesn't work like you get like fill up your car at the gas station or anything. It's just like to simulate realism.
Well, they have Facepunch released footage of Bradley just free roaming on a staging branch. So it is something that they are just straight up trying to. Now they may have stopped it. They might not continue. But if I remember correctly, I think Shadowfrax, which he is one of my favorite streamers, he actually goes over a lot of things that are in concept limbo, things that have been known to be coming or being in the works on Facepunch, and he just brought up the road system, and he brought up Bradley again, that might be something that they are trying to work on.
I saw that video I think like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm part of a Facebook group that's like, boomer, Facebook, lol. I'm part of a Facebook group with, like all Rust content and stuff, and it's pretty cool because they do like live updates on like all different stuff. Pretty cool. But they were talking about like the Bradley roaming the roads and how fun it's going to be killing all the nakeds.
Well, it could be like
interesting,
like the heli where it only targets certain things. So
yeah,
maybe once it leaves launch site. Or if it's...
Bradley would, that would be absolutely awesome, man. And then you're trying to set up, going, and all of a sudden here comes a tank just punishing everybody. I mean, that just adds a different element. I think that would be absolutely awesome. People would get frustrated with it, but I would love it. I would love it. You come back and your base is like half gone. Oh, what happened? Bradley came through. What the hell? You know, it gives you another thing. It gives you another thing you have to look out for. I mean, it's already going to be bad enough when you got dudes doing drive-bys.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you got a Bradley, and then you're out there driving your car, and then the next thing you know, you just got pummeled by a tank. It just runs right over you. I mean, I think that's a great element to add, and having it travel would be just like the heli, every, a couple hours or every hour or whatever on the hour, bam, here it comes through. Get everyone just go hide in a lake or something. I mean.
Well, plus another thing is that it brings PvP to another random location. Like with helicopters, it's usually going to be at somebody's base, right? Or possibly sometimes at a monument. But just having that random factor of, oh, hey, there might be, like when you blow up Bradley, if you blow up Bradley at some random location, all right, cool. Now, just like the airdrop, now it's going to be a point of interest at that specific location, as opposed to, all right, let's go to launch site and take out Bradley. I think that's going to be really cool to see. And I am excited about that. Now, a comment that was made on one of the last episodes that we uploaded on YouTube of the podcast was somebody said they would like to see a group of wolves running around. And
Oh,
I thought
no.
that would be legit if they thank you so much for the follow, Shaggy. I think if they implemented that, but like it kind of, if it saw a naked, it'd be like whatever. But if it could react to sounds, so if there's a lot of gunshots, it reacts to it and it starts pursuing that. I think that would be maybe a little bit interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? That was just something that was brought up on the last comment.
I think it would be hard with the
wolves?
optimization.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the game itself,
Stability.
you're gonna stability, optimization. You're gonna have a lot with that. I think because that would just be people would be like, here comes the lag wave. You know, I think the idea of it's kick ass. I mean, because obviously DayZ has, you have the roaming animals and all that, the environment where it does that. I think that and bears. I mean, look, hey, as all of us play Rust here, how you can't count how many times you've spawned in on the beach and instantly get mauled by a bear, pig, even a chicken. I mean, I've been killed by a damn chicken one time. I was down at 2%, a chicken killed me. So I mean, you have that element. I think that would be neat. I really do, especially like you said. You're fighting your neighbors, right?